Oh, what is going on, everybody?
Hello.
It is Pixarpartners here, and
This
welcome
music.
back to Last Defense Academy. When we left off, last part was crazy. It was crazy from top to bottom. It stunk, gang, in great ways and in bad ways. You know, we had the Yuri zone living, thriving.
Big time.
And then, in my stupor, I caved. We got the location of a mansion to get a bunch of invaders. There's going to be some humans mixed in, and it's just work, okay? It's just work. You're worried we may have killed our friends. I don't think that's the case. I think he's just going to hate us forever.
Takumi has become the monster.
He literally fully accepted Atto into him, so that'll be interesting to see how that goes from here. I feel like I made a bad choice, but I can't. No matter how hard I try, I can't forget. I killed human beings. I've committed an unforgivable crime. Unable to confront what I'd done, I was hiding from reality under the covers in my bed.
Oh, that's why it's dark.
How could I?
How could
Who
I
were those
hurt
people?
you?
What were they doing there? Why were they so hostile towards us even though they were human just like us?
And they were calling us invaders.
There were still people on Earth? I thought they all evacuated to the satellite. I mean, I was really thrown off by them because I was gonna have I had an idea before them with the way the situation kind of played out. But when they popped up, it kind of ruined everything for me unless I don't get the full scope of it.
I mean,
but
their outfits are really like culty too, so.
It is, but like, it really gave me a semblance of like, you know, of if we were in the TRC and invaders attacked. I was like, do we have a weird visual thing going on where, as you to kind of quote, are we the monsters? Or is there weird visual stuff going on that's throwing off what we really perceive as reality? But then obviously we saw humans here because there's
But
weird.
also remember what Ato's his whole thing was.
Yeah, is that we thought we knew the truth and it was all gone. But
What? No, I'm talking about his seeing humans as ugly creatures.
But that was different, I would think, unless maybe he was the one person that had any semblance of sanity and this, you know, whole visual thing didn't work on him.
But he said he looked normal to himself.
Yeah. Let's keep going. Nothing makes any sense. Nobody knows the truth. Even nobody who knows the truth even tried to tell us what's going on here. But one thing's for certain. I can't read, and those people, I killed them.
That's 6 people, at least.
I can still feel the weight of my sins in my
know.
palms. That was all that mattered. Enough of this. I don't want to think anymore. Oh, there's a save point right there, of course. I'm just going.
Boy.
All right. Back into the saddle again, all right? Is anyone going to come check on us? Come talk to us? Oh, a door's been opened.
Takumi, are you up?
I could swear I just heard Nozomi's voice. Thought it was hallucinating, but then it sent someone at my bedside.
The closing ceremony for round 3 just wrapped up. You saved Tsubasa.
Who died?
You did it, Takumi. Thank you for saving her.
Who died? Nah. I saved her life. As I heard the news, a single tear trickled from my eye. Thank goodness, I managed to protect the girl I love.
But who died?
I really did it.
Tsubasa's been in bed for a while, but I'm sure she'll be better soon.
She's literally been asleep from pure shock of watching us kill 6 human beings.
So you better get well soon too, okay? Everybody wants to see you.
Who died? Nozomi's being so optimistic and cheery. She must be trying to lift my spirits. But I need to face what I've done. Who was executed in round 3?
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Well, he was with us, so he would have gotten the points as well, Yugamu.
He better have.
It wouldn't make sense for him unless he somehow perfectly sat in the middle. But, well, no, because he had more points to begin with. So if Tsubasa went up, then Yugamu would have gone up.
I hope
and
so.
that'll be weird because it was about the team. So I think it's the fact that we have to accept the fact that we killed one of the twins. But, Oh! he must have done something because his whole thing was about protecting them because they're under his wing. He must have done something to make
It was
sure.
Takemaru.
Wait. I bet after we killed people, you know, that went around a little bit probably. So when the twins were at the bottom, he probably said, both of you kill him, or, well, no, he had to be alive.
Yeah.
It would have had one of them kill, well, fuck, no, I don't, wait, hold on.
I guess he gave all the invaders he found over to the twins.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that would be enough, but yeah.
So he ended up in last place.
Huh?
Honestly, what a fucking Chad. I see. It's a real Takemaru way to go out.
It is.
So always putting his friends first. Something I never thought to do. I didn't think to let myself be killed for anyone else to live on. He must be cursing me from the other side. He hated me so much. And ended up forcing him into last place.
No. Just before he was executed, he suddenly got so calm. He said he wanted to tell you he was sorry.
Don't say that to me!
Damn.
Sorry? To me?
He gave me a letter. I'll read it to you.
Oh, fuck! Do you want me to do?
Yeah, you can do it.
Takumi, I'm sorry for all the horrible shit I did to you. I just hated you so damn much. Wow, your impression of him is so good.
Thanks, I've been working on it.
But when I thought about it with a cool head, I couldn't even remember why I felt that way about you. Maybe I was using my hatred for you to avoid confronting reality. Sorry I made you my scapegoat. I'm the only one to blame for everything. You don't gotta forgive me, but you gotta forgive Ima and Kako. Adios.
Oh, that's the end of his message.
Takemaru. Takemaru.
Damn it, I can't even be mad at him anymore. That was like, good, I hate him, I'm glad he's gone. But now...
He was such a good guy, trying to take care of 2 fucking kids, the youngest people dragged into this game.
They're the youngest.
They always knew that since he's already arrived 100 days together once, but arrived and survived. But why did things have to end up this way this time? Is it because I made horrible choices leading me here? I just wanted the Yuri. Takemaru. Takemaru. Takemaru.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's crashing out.
Oh, he's crashing out. Nozomi ran her hand reassuringly over my back as I screamed my throat hoarse.
What about Pony?
Oh, God. Sleep. Wake up. Sleep. Wake up. I cycled quickly between sleep and wakefulness. But it did weigh on me too heavily when I was awake, so I would retreat back to the land of sleep in search of reprieve.
God, I hate it when you like fall asleep for like 5 minutes and then you wake up and then you fall asleep for like...
But whenever I fell asleep, I dream of the day I killed those people. The memory of my hands covered in their blood would return.
Literally, at least 6 people. 6!
I flew out of bed, soaked in sweat, but even awake, I was still in hell. It was agony after agony, whether I was sleeping or awake. But I didn't try to pull myself out of the cycle. I can't run away from this pain. After all, this is what I... Just then...
Yoo-hoo, Takumi! Still being antisocial in there. Hey!
Evening, Takumi. The 2 of us decided to sneak into your room in the dead of night.
Oh, God.
I could hear Yagamu and Darm in the darkness. The 2 of them sat beside my bed and launched right into some casual small talk.
Aww.
You're probably hoping for Tsubasa. Unfortunately, she's not feeling so well right now. Oh, that disappeared really dead for some reason. The mental shock caused her to develop a fever.
Oh.
But she's getting better, so don't worry.
You were right, it was shock.
Uh-huh.
Mistress Tsubasa is getting 24-hour personalized care from me, so there's nothing to worry about at all. I dabbed every nook and cranny in Mistress Tsubasa's body with a damn cloth.
It should have been me,
not
her!
Inside of Mistress Tsubasa's body, flushed by fever. It was crazy erotic.
Takumi, you're the only one who can protect Tsubasa from the clutches of this perverted succubus. You better get up before something horrible happens.
You can just call me Darmy the Cuckold Maker.
Wow, Jesus Christ. They kept directing the conversation back to me. I wanted to answer, but I desperately resisted the urge. We brought Darmy to meet Commune yesterday, but it was a total disaster. Darmy got way too excited by how cute she is.
Who could possibly keep their cool over seeing a cute little shrine maiden girl? Oh, Commune, light of my life, fire of my loins.
Don't say no.
I grabbed her and munched on those cute little ears. Even when she tried to fight me off with tears in her eyes, I munched without mercy.
Charming was all over her, so Nozomi got jealous.
Oh
Even them talking me want to return to normalcy. But I can't go back. I can never go back.
Oh, come on. Stop. I know you killed 6 people, but stop being an
I took
edgelord.
the lives of those people. I robbed them of the days that lied ahead of them. It wouldn't be fair if I just kept living a life of joy and pleasure. I can't allow it. I'm not going to get out of this bed. I'll stay here until I die.
Dude.
I need to wallow in the anguish of hell and die a dog's death.
Oh my god.
After all, this is the only way I can atone. I mean, he did literally just... Like, there is no illusion to them. He just killed 6 people.
Yeah.
I can't blame the boy.
It's just such a 180. Oh. Hold on.
You good?
Yeah. There's something in my eye.
Uh-oh.
I'm okay.
All right, there we go.
You're in an awfully sorry state, Takumi.
I heard another voice.
Even she's here.
It was Commune. Did she leave the hangar to come check on me?
Yukamu told me everything. No wonder you're so worn out. You must have been quite shocked to find out the truth behind what you refer to as invaders.
Shocked it didn't even begin to cover it. My whole world had been turned upside down.
Takumi, as you've discovered, invaders were once human. The truth of the invaders is that they are combat organisms created from wounded soldiers and veterans. I never wanted to tell you this cold, painful truth.
Huh?
So we've been fighting other humans all this time. They were forced into being fighting by turning them into... running them through a 3D printer of organs into these fucked up things.
Yes, in a sense.
Which means the destruction of the surface isn't because of world death. It's the scars left from the ravages of war. The Tokyo residential complex we'd all been living in before must have been some kind of underground shelter then. Even if it is a war, we can't kill people.
It's true that you killed people, but you could view it as an act of salvation. The people you killed were poor soldiers fated to be turned into combat organisms in the near future. You would have killed them anyway.
Yeah.
You allowed them to die as humans. You freed them from their fate of being turned into monsters.
Yeah! Turn it positive, turn that frown upside down.
That's compassion, not evil.
Exactly.
All things are ordained by God. Our scriptures say there is no such thing as destiny.
Let's flip the script, even though there was 0% of that in Takumi's brain. It was literally, I need to kill people for points. Commune tried desperately to reason with me, to free me from my guilt. Well, I appreciated the thought. I didn't want to be freed. If I let myself forget what it felt like, I'm sure I'll just end up doing it again. I just had this horrible feeling that's what would happen. So I clung to my guilty conscience and decided to rot away here.
The whole Atto thing probably
It was
doesn't
only
help.
right, because I liked it. I can't let that happen again.
Well, he said he hated it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just making a bit out of it. Tsubasa? Or is it gonna be? Oh.
Oh, hold on.
Oh my god.
Got this thing in my eye.
Oh no.
Curse having eyeballs.
But you kind of need them.
Nope.
Oh.
Alright. I'll read with one eye.
You're completely depressed, aren't you, Takumi? I heard another voice. This time it was the sponsor.
Fair enough. I mean, you've been tainted by the act of murder. But it was splendid the way you killed them so mercilessly.
The noble knight dirtying his hands to protect the one he loves. You really are quite the romantic.
It gives my life so much meaning to push romantics like you to commit mortal sins.
You should see the look on your face. You look like a prisoner locked up in a dungeon. A prisoner? Well, I am a criminal, so
Oh my god.
I deserve to die a miserable death in a filthy cell.
The knight awakes from his delusions of romance and confronts his crimes to discover that he is no more than a mere murderer.
He must find himself hideous. He must be repulsed with himself.
It must make him wish he was dead. Yeah, that.
A murderer pretending to be a knight in shining armor. That describes me perfectly. I don't regret my choice, but I wish I was dead. They're right.
It all started with killing Atto. Because Atto is a human being too.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I only wish I could torture you now that you're so weak and fragile. But I can't. It's against the rules for the sponsor to touch you unprovoked. Damn it, who made this ridiculous rule anyway? I want to play with you, Takumi. I guess that leaves me no choice.
I'll just have to toy with your mental state.
Oh my god.
Nobody likes you, everybody hates you, might as well go eat worms!
Incredible. Sponsor kept childishly insulting me.
Good lord. Who the hell is this actual literal demon?
Because I was going to jump in once again into this whole situation of how things are weird, because I said it once before, and you kind of shot it away like, it can't be it. But there is someone who we haven't seen since, like, at this point really early on. Someone that could very well be the sponsor. And that would be the Undying Flames boy. Ever since we killed Atto really early on, he has not come to visit at all. And I find that very strange.
How can the Undying Flames boy, who's incorporeal, wear something that's corporeal?
I don't know.
Are you forgetting about that?
Every time I
And
fell
are you
asleep,
forgetting that the flames would catch the thing on fucking fire?
every time I fell asleep, I dreamed of the people I killed. They were ghosts glaring at me in the darkness.
And remember how the other one died from the flames, the Undying Flames, Evan?
Maybe he's the replacement. I don't know. Listen, I'm just throwing it out there because I'm waiting for it, all right? And one of these endings, I bet he is it. But
No.
And when I awoke, the ghosts would vanish. And in their place was endless darkness.
Oh, and also, no one else could hear him but us, remember?
I'd go back to sleep, and the ghosts would hover in the air once more. But a voice changer could change that. You know?
Not really.
I'd wake up, and they'd disappear. Every day repeated itself. Gradually, I started to be unable to discern if I was dead or alive. Oh, maybe the night I killed them, I died with them. Tsubasa?
It's no longer you.
Lock in!
Takumi,
Yeah.
I want to break up with you.
I was on the verge of tears the moment I heard her voice. I wanted to leap out of bed and cling to her. It took everything in me not to act on that impulse.
Would you fall in love with me? I'm sorry I wasn't here sooner. I've been in bed all this time too. I'm sorry, you're in so much pain, and you shouldn't be. I'm sorry you had to do something like that because of me.
Oh, Takumi, you better get your fucking head up. She's crying.
Uh-huh.
You can clearly hear the sound of Tsubasa's tears hitting the floor. It's okay. I'm the one who did it. And when someone does something wrong, they need to suffer for it.
No, you didn't do anything wrong, Takumi. The ones we really should be blaming are the people who put us in this horrible situation to begin with. We just got dragged here all of a sudden and forced to fight these enemies we didn't know anything about. And this killing game started. It's all so confusing. You didn't do anything wrong.
2 teardrops fell onto my cheek. The girl I love is crying. I want to comfort her, but I can't touch her. My hands are too dirty. No, Tsubasa. There's no point in trying to rationalize it. I can't run away from what I did. My hands tell the story. They're covered in blood, but that will never wash away. It wasn't about words or reason. My hands gave it away. They branded me as a criminal. I haven't washed them in a week since I killed those people. Don't worry about me anymore. I'm evil. I don't belong with you guys. I want to get Tsubasa as far away from me as soon as possible. I don't want to sully her with all the sin and death I brought with me.
Okay, now he's going a little overboard with
But she never made any attempt to leave my side.
Fine. If you think you're a criminal, so be it.
But you're my criminal. What?
Takumi the criminal. I'm fine with this new label of yours, so at least hear what I have to say about our future.
Our future?
I talked with Yugamu and Darmi earlier. We're never going to be able to go back to how it was before. Yugamu made Kyoshika drink poison. Darmi killed Hiruko. Even if we tried to live normal-like in the complex, I think we'd suffer trying to readjust to peaceful lives.
She's right. We stayed a long way from the lives we used to live. I couldn't face Mom or Dad. Couldn't go back to that life. Not that I even planned on trying. Bro even just dropped Karua from that whole thing. But Tsubasa, you're still clean. You can still go back.
Listen to me, Takumi. We'll live together as roommates when we get back to get to the artificial satellite.
Roommates?
We'll rent out some cheap little detached home for all four of us and all four of us criminals can live together in poverty. Might be hard for us to reintegrate into society when we get back from the war, but at least when we go home, we'll have the friends who went through it with us. I'm sure we can overcome anything as long as we're together.
Tsubasa's voice was lively. She described our future together.
We'll get part-time jobs so we can afford food and pay the bills. I need to start researching some cheap but tasty recipes right away. Oh, and we should get some cheap appliances from secondhand shops. Even total junk is no problem because I can fix it.
Tsubasa, what are you?
We'll be busy on weekdays, so we might not even get to see each other. We can make up for it by making sure we take weekends off together. We can rent some cheap DVDs and have an all-day watch party. Aww.
That very moment, I could clearly envision the life Tsubasa was describing. It was so vivid.
They're a polycool, Your Honor.
Almost like I could reach out and grab it.
I bet Dad and me won't want to watch anything except B-grade horror movies.
Yeah, that's about right.
She and Ugamu will love it. We're gonna feel left out, but we'll still watch all of them to the end. Doesn't take much to convince us, huh? After we're done, we'll all clean up the popcorn Darumi threw all over the place. We'll all sigh and laugh as we sweep. You'll say, "You made us waste our day off watching these garbage movies." And I'll say, "But I kind of enjoyed it."
An overwhelming feeling welled up as I played out the scene in my head. This feeling rising up inside of me was longing. I wanted this future. I wanted it so bad it hurt.
But I can't have it. I don't deserve it.
No. I can't start dreaming about the future. I can't let myself have a future after taking so many lives. It's not right. Go away. I've really repeated those words in my head. Demons aren't allowed to dream about happy endings.
Oh my god, Takumi.
Oh! Whoa, we're still in it, baby!
Get him!
There was a warm sensation on my lips. Tsubasa's lips rested neatly atop mine.
He's like Sleeping Beauty.
Her breath, her warmth, her hopes, her life. I felt all of it in my soul. Reverse Sleeping Beauty, let's fucking go! Alright.
I just took half of your sins, Takumi. Guess that makes me a criminal too.
He's like, that's not how it works.
I gave you half of my life.
The moment I heard those words, it truly felt like I'd been reborn. There was a faint warmth in my chest.
It's okay. You can make things right. I know you're a kind person, Takumi. So please, make my dream come true. Let's all be roommates.
Oh my
Bro
god,
still got
roommates.
the 1,000-yard stare. After giving me another kiss on the cheek, she suddenly jolted back.
No, I did it again. I kissed two people practically back to back. Am I just easy?
Oh my god.
Anyway, Takumi, get well soon. I'm out of here.
What do you mean back to back? What is that weird taste? Tsubasa rushed out the door. The sound of her briskly shutting it behind her echoed in the room. The moment I heard that sound...
Is Tsubasa the Bicon we all need?
I'd unconsciously risen to my feet. My body was moving. My heart was telling me I still wanted to live. It was as if I'd never lost the will to keep going in the first place. It felt almost as if I wasn't myself. Right. I guess I'm half Tsubasa now. Tsubasa had breathed half of her life into me. And she'd taken on half of my sin, which meant...
Okay, Tsubasa. Let's do this.
That's pretty metal to say to someone.
Yeah. I'm the most horrible person to ever exist.
Oh my god.
A complete villain who kills people. Scum that doesn't deserve to live. Trash. Trash? The Grim Reaper. A demon. But that's exactly why I have to fight for my friends. I'll use these filthy hands to cradle Tsubasa's beautiful dream and keep it safe. And in order to do that...
I'm gonna finish this invader hunt, once and for all.
Alright, let's go, King. Another save.
And all he needed was another smooch. Well, not even
Exactly.
another. A smooch.
Yeah, the first, ironically. Oh, man.
But what she meant by back-to-back was that, you know, her first kiss was Darmy and her second kiss
Yeah,
was,
it's just that since it had been so many days, like, but I'm sorry for ringing you guys. I'm fine now. Next morning, back on my feet, I called everyone to the hangar and apologized for being in bed for so long.
Man, Nozomi is like fifth wheeling at this point.
Bro, for real.
She's fifth wheeling.
Notice how they didn't say anything once
No.
again about her being invited
No.
into the roommate situation.
No, she's fifth wheeling in this polycule that they have formed.
Oh man.
Takumi, thank goodness you're okay.
Because before Darm got dragged into this mess, I was gonna say the fact of like, you know, Nozomi's gonna like, you know, adopt and take care of her little sister over there, and then Tsubasa and I are gonna be like parents to them, and then Yugamu's like the weird uncle of the family that just everyone has fun being around. Ugh.
You were so sad. There. I'll make you some porridge with egg later, okay? What is this, Mulan?
No thanks on the porridge. I get the feeling Nozomi's been turning more and more sisterly ever since she started looking after Commune.
For real.
Darmy, Yugamu, you two can visit me a lot. Thanks for cheering me up.
Too bad you didn't die just so I could have Mr. Tsubasa all to myself. Oh my god.
You look so adorable in your catatonic state. I want to immortalize you in wax and use you to decorate my room.
There he is. Hey, stop saying scary things or no dessert.
Seriously, stop with the big sister act.
Maybe everyone looks like Commune to her now. Oh god, what if they do?
I wanted to thank Commune too, but there's no sign of her. Maybe she was working on the escape pod. And last, but far from least, Tsubasa. Shockingly averted her eyes. Guess she must be feeling embarrassed about what happened. Said I would talk to her about it later, then looked to Yugamu. Here's me keep talking with his eyes. Takumi, sorry to do this when you're just getting back, but we need to discuss what happens next right away. If we take too long, round 4 will start.
Oh yeah. Round 4 will last from day 86 until day 100. Right now is our break.
And we have no more invaders left at all. We'd have to kill someone on our team or just let it go.
There's no way we're going to do this a 4th time. Absolutely not.
We're all in agreement then. We're not participating in this invader hunt again. But if we want to leave the game, we're going to need to procure fuel for the escape pod somehow.
Fuel as in a large amount of cryptoglobin.
Commune said before we need the cryptogolem from the strongest class of commanders. Oh god, I forgot about his ass.
Dahl'xia.
Oh, strongest class of stars of commanders. That Dahl'xia surely fits the bill. If we can beat him and take his cryptoglobin, we'll definitely be able to launch the escape pod. But he was insanely strong.
Our attacks didn't do anything to him. I have PTSD from almost getting killed by him. That's right.
Yeah.
Are you alright, Mr. Tsubasa? If you need somewhere to puke, aim for my face.
Stop! I can relate to your nausea. Dahl'xia's beyond powerful. How is it fair that his defense is enough to nullify every attack? He's the only one we just can't beat. Alone, that is. Alone? Alone? Wondered what he was implying. And just then...
I can kick his ass. Please, allow me to handle Dahl'xia. Oh.
Excuse me? When did you get here?
Oh my god, the jailbait shrine made it!
Jesus Christ! Wow!
What the fuck?
Oh my god. Moving on.
It's so cute when you just
Oh my
show
God.
up like that. My sister's the cutest girl in the cosmos.
True enough, but more importantly, do you know anything about Dahl'xia?
Dahl'xia is one of the most renowned warriors in all of history. Naturally, word of his abilities spread throughout the land. Then, do you know how we can get through those impossible defenses of
Let me
his?
guess, he's your dad.
Dahl'xia, he's permanently cloaked in a mist of divine blood. Cryptoglobin. The blood he expels is the true form of his impenetrable defense. In order to damage him, you must first destroy his cloak of cryptoglobin.
Destroy
or suck
it?
it up with a vacuum.
How do we do that?
It's quite simple. Use poison. Pure divine blood is weak only to poison. Even more so when it's exposed like that.
So we need poison that works on cryptoglobin. We better figure that out. Huh? Wait, hold on. I could swear we already...
Yep. You got
Cryptoglobin they
me.
absorb courses through their bodies, so we need to poison that cryptoglobin. Blah, 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 blah.
Hopefully you wrote down that recipe, buddy.
Hey, Igamu. You made a poison that works on cryptoglobin when you killed the previous sponsor, right? Can we use that to beat Dahl'xia? Yes, I was thinking the same thing. I've already given Commune the poison I made.
Yukamu's poison is quite well made. After I make a few improvements to it, it'll be able to break through Dahl'xia's impenetrable defenses.
Whoa! Things are moving smoothly and quickly. If we kept this momentum going, we'll be able to take down Dahl'xia and get his cryptoglobin. But don't celebrate just yet. We have another foe who's a far bigger nuisance. Let me guess. The sponsor. I can't get a read on them at all. It's highly likely that they'll insert themselves in our battle with Dahl'xia.
They might even have a more evil trick in store for us. Knowing them, they definitely do. Maybe we should take out the sponsor first? I want to kill Dahl'xia first. If you keep letting Grandpa wander around outside the old folks' home, it's not going to be pretty.
And sure, we have two options right now. Oh, goddamn. Stop with the options. Target Dahl'xia or target the sponsor. And making that decision falls on me as team leader, I suppose. It so pains me to force you to make a decision while you're convalescing. But I would prefer it if our leader chose our course of action. Whatever you choose, we'll see through it to the end.
Oh boy.
We take care of Dahl'xia as soon as possible, or take care of the sponsor first. If we get Dahl'xia's cryptoglobin, we can escape, but it's highly possible the sponsor will throw something at us to stop us, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe we should start with the sponsor then. But I really would rather avoid a direct confrontation with them. We already know how to deal with Dahl'xia, but we don't even know who or what the sponsor really is. Dahl'xia or the sponsor? I have to make a choice. What am I going to do here? I can tell you my thought, but what's your thought?
Dahl'xia?
Oh, I was gonna say I want to get revenge on the sponsor for everything they've put us through. So I was gonna say the sponsor, but
I mean, you're the one with the controller. You're the one who does Takumi's voice. It's up to you. Actually, wait.
And it's a fight first situation, so we could fight the other one afterwards, but I mean, it's probably going to change things drastically.
Because, like, fighting the sponsor, you know, it's just that, won't they just come back?
Well, I mean, this is supposed to be our once and for all, because the original
also,
sponsor, by the way.
Yeah, I know. This is the successor.
Yeah.
But if we kill the sponsor, will there even be a need for Dahl'xia?
Yes, because we do still need fuel to
yeah.
escape. No matter what, we don't have the fuel to escape on day 100.
But if we go for Dahl'xia, the sponsor could probably track us with the fucking bees and be like, oh, what are you doing?
Yeah, because the point is that we're worried that while fighting Dahl'xia, the sponsor may do weird shit that completely upends everything we've been working on.
Like in the mansion.
Yeah.
So.
Revenge. It's just work. I'm gonna go for the sponsor. Besides, we're probably gonna come back here very soon because this is probably gonna be the end of the line for this one, but
Yeah.
I still want to defeat the sponsor. They're the embodiment of evil. Unless we eradicate them from this world, they'll come back to haunt us again and again. I fell for the ruse and became a murderer. I can't let anyone else make the same mistake.
I totally agree with Takumi.
Thanks, baby.
I'll never forgive the sponsor for toying with us and exploiting our kindness. Never! Nobody gets away with harming my dear Takumi.
Damn right. My dear Takumi. Is there something we should know?
He's like, are you official now, finally? That was a joke. Just a joke. There's nothing going on between Takumi and me. Nothing at all. Right? Right, Takumi?
Huh?
Guys.
Oh. Yeah. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. Like not even a teensy little thing, cross your hearts and hope to die. What sort of follow-up question is that? I already said it was nothing. Although, I mean, for getting technical, there is one thing.
Why are you telling them about that?
It just slipped out.
Blow up and die, you dumb normies. Only Takumi, though. What is happening? Why is Tsubasa and Takumi fighting all of a sudden? This is more of an expression of love. You'll understand when you're older.
Stop it. We have better things to do than tease me right now.
I think we should be talking about this even more. We all want to see you happy, Takumi.
What? See me Happy?
You've been really depressed the last few days. You've been suffering all this time because you took on the toughest role among us. So when we see you happy, it gives us a sense of relief.
Oh.
Basically, we wish for your happiness as much as you wish for ours. Didn't you know? We were heartbroken for all those days because you're out of commission.
Huh?
We'll fight the sponsor for daring to inflict so much pain on you just for kicks.
Because making you happy is the only reason we're even fighting.
In that moment, I knew in my heart that we could beat the sponsor. With friends like this behind me, I could overcome any cunning or intrigue the sponsor threw at me. This time, we'll succeed. The sponsor is going down. We all exchanged glances and nodded. I vowed to myself we would defeat the sponsor. Okay, we need to firm up our strategy. If you'll all kindly accompany me to the biolab.
Why the biolab?
There's something I need to show everyone. Something critical to our plan and to beating the sponsor. Yagama led us to the biolab. What you working on, buddy? Here you go. Take a look at these. Yagama retrieved some things from the shelf and laid them on our desk.
What is it?
Are those parts of them?
These are dismembered parts of a dead body.
Yes, indeed. I went around collecting them from all over the schoolyard. We were on our little break. A dismembered body in the schoolyard? Whose is it? There's no mistaking it. These are the body parts of the first sponsor.
Oh.
The one who self-destructed on the last day of the second round. They blew themselves up to hide their identity after they realized the poison was lethal. That must be why some of these body parts are charred. Anyway, I analyzed these assorted remains the other day. I discovered something very intriguing. This body had already been dead for several years.
What?
The sponsor really self-destructed 20 or so days ago. Oh, surprise to you, I convinced myself I must have made a mistake. So I checked again and again. But the result was always the same. Every corpse had been dead for at least a few months, sometimes years. So my final conclusion was this. The sponsor's true identity was a dead body.
Dead body? You mean they were a zombie?
Think about it. Doesn't it make a lot of what we know about them make sense? They didn't need to eat or sleep. They kept coming back even when we killed them. That's like the textbook definition of zombie. I don't know. It sounds too outrageous to me. You think it's impossible, right? How many impossible things have you already witnessed since coming to this academy?
Humans turning into monsters?
There's probably an actual person controlling these dead bodies using hemoanima.
A necromancer?
That would explain why the sponsor had so many bodies at their disposal. They were all corpse puppets.
And they could grab as many dead bodies as they wanted from a cemetery or something.
That's what the first sponsor really was. An army of dead bodies. This idea could also explain why they organized the invader hunt in the first place. What do you mean? By making us slaughter invaders by the dozens, the sponsor would get their prime pick of dead bodies. Then they could create as many spares as they wanted.
They were powering themselves up by making us create dead bodies for them?
Exactly. To the sponsor, we were just corpse-churning contractors. That's why the rules of the hunt are fairly lenient toward the players. It was set up in such a way to ensure the sponsor wouldn't lose too many of their contractors all at once.
Only executing one player per round did seem kind of half-assed to me.
And the duration of each round suddenly went up to 15 days, slowing down the pace of the executions.
Points distribution system was to help us stay alive for longer as well. Because of that, we were able to hunt together in teams.
Also, we could create as many dead bodies as possible. We have been dancing to that zombie's morbid tune and it irks the hell out of me.
Do you think the second sponsor is also a corpse puppet?
Odds are deathly high. They claim to be the sponsor's successor, but they're likely just one of the many corpses the first sponsor still has at their disposal. This is mind-boggling. The sponsor's been using us all this time to create dead bodies that they turn into zombies? But wait. A blood-curdling possibility suddenly flashed across my mind. If the sponsor could control dead bodies, I was already 5 steps ahead of you, buddy. Which one you think it is, huh? I'm rolling a 50-50. Which one do you think the dice is gonna roll heads on, buddy?
God.
Atto's ghost. Let's fucking go, baby. I'm calling it, dude. Yugami, if the sponsor's ability is to control corpses, they use our friends' bodies as well?
What if they raid Kyoshika's grave or steal Kurata's body?
Kako and Atto's bodies are in danger as well. We've left them in the morgue. The sponsor could have easily stolen them from under our noses.
That's just inhuman. Using their bodies even after they've died? Oh, there she goes.
Let's go check the graves and morgue immediately. We need to make sure the bodies are all accounted for. We all turned at once and started to dash out of the lab. When? Let me guess. Whoa, chill out, guys. Yugami stopped as his arms outstretched across the doorway. I've already secured our friends' remains.
Smart.
Secured them? Where?
He's like, don't worry about it.
In their own dignified coffins.
In your room?
In my room. Since we're on the subject, come and pay your respects.
Oh, we get to go to his room.
We hesitantly headed to Yugama's room. Inside, we saw apparently coffins and a morgue. Oh boy.
Oh, interesting.
Yugama's room was packed from wall to wall with coffins. Looked more like a morgue than a bedroom now.
Where's your furniture? Your bed?
Never had any.
I dismembered and disposed of them. I figured these guys' eternal sleep was more important than mine, you know?
Thank you, Yugama,
And aren't those like prayer
for
beads?
protecting their bodies all by yourself.
Yeah, that's sweet in a fucked up way.
I'm so glad they're safe.
Yeah. You did great. Once the invader hunt is over, we'll give them a proper reburial.
Yugamu, what are those things on top of the
What
coffins?
is...
The bombs from inside their bodies.
Oh.
I surgically removed them when I brought them here. It didn't feel right to leave something so sickening inside them, even in death, you know?
Yukamu.
Dude.
I could feel my tears welling up at Yugamu's kind consideration.
He's such a nice guy. Like, despite everything.
Yeah. He's probably more repulsed by the bombs than ever, having been blown up by one himself the other day.
Oh, right.
We all stood before the coffins to pay our respects for leaving Yugamu's room. Suddenly, the sponsor pressed all 6 buttons at once.
Oh, God. That'd be really
The moment
bad.
we stepped out of Yugamu's room onto the rooftop, we heard an unexpected voice. Hey, do you guys have a minute?
We're supposed to forgive you. It was Takemaru's last wish.
Exactly.
Was to forgive
Exactly.
you.
So play it fucking cool.
Kako I'm fine with. Ima?
Hey.
Long time no see, everyone.
Ima and Kako. Well, you two are an unusual sight around here. To what do we owe the honor? Could already feel tension rising. We exchanged knowing glances and prepared ourselves to fight if we needed to.
Yeah, because they've been picking fights a
And we
lot.
can tell what these two were thinking. They even injured Nozomi during the Ava incident before. No need to be so wary. We're here to offer you our unconditional surrender.
Right, like a white flag.
Kako raised both hands as a sign of surrender.
That's just one hand.
So you're not going to antagonize us anymore? I mean, it's not like we can beat you guys, right?
And now Takemaru is dead.
There's really no point competing against you the way things are right now. In fact, we were hoping we could join you. Sounds like a good deal. For you.
After all those terrible things you said to Takumi?
I'm not expecting you to welcome us for free, of course. I come bearing a gift. What kind of gift? My life! I'll stay in last place all through the next round and die. In exchange, I ask that you keep my dear sister safe when I'm gone. What? I mean, it's par for the course for you.
Yeah. But brother dearest, what are you talking about? We didn't talk about this.
I'll even let you lock me in that cage in the courtyard if you doubt my sincerity.
Oh my god.
Then I'll die in the same cage Ava once occupied. Poetic justice for my attempted murder of her, don't you think?
Ima. Brother dearest, no. How could I live without you?
Come now, sister dearest. This is the way it should be.
It's an unspoken rule that an older brother takes the place of his sister when she faces certain death.
Those words made me remember what Ava said just before she died.
To earn my title as mother, there's something I must do. I must teach Nozomi the meaning of true love
And that you did,
and
maybe.
the strength of a real parent who never sacrifices her children to benefit herself.
A loving heart that moved someone to give their life to protect another. Completely contrary to what the Killing Game stood for. And that was why... It's fine. You can both join our team. Really? Yeah, Takemaru asked me to forgive you too anyway. I'm so grateful, Mr. Sumino. I will die as promised, so please take care of my dear. On one condition. Ima, you are prohibited from dying.
You're prohibited.
You need to survive too. What? Hold on, Mr. Sumino. If I survive, someone else has to die. No, nobody has to die. We're going to put an end to this game. Don't worry. As long as we remain united, the sponsor will be no match for us. Seems like someone's developed a killer new attitude since we saw him last. But that's how our leader should be. It's just work.
Yeah, I feel like we're letting these two off too easy. But I'm good if Takumi is. Ima, Kako, let's put our past behind us and work together for the future. Gross, I usually can't stand cringy stuff like this, but I'll let this one slide. It'll be a change from all that awkwardness, at least.
To be fair to the others, we all fell for the sponsor's ploy to divide and conquer. And we're finally united as one again. The pride of the Special Defense Unit is at stake. Let's take down that sponsor. Our newfound unity made us all the more determined to fight against our enemy.
Tsubasa wants to throw hands with the twins.
We'd carry on the will of those who had passed before us and do what needed to be done. Now then, I'm going to say one thing. You're not going to like it, but I'm going to say one thing.
I'm not gonna like it.
You're not going to like it. I'm going to say one thing, though.
What?
See, right? You just shut your fucking mouth right now, all right? I need you to be quiet for a second, all right?
He's dead.
I'm going to say something you won't like, all right? Now, I'm just saying, technically, we cannot confirm that the bodies are safe because we have not seen the bodies to confirm their well-being or whereabouts. We only saw coffins for them that they were covered in.
Are you saying that Yugamu is the sponsor?
I'm just putting out there that it could be a sus thing to keep in mind of, that he could be involved in it in some way.
But he made the poison that destroyed the first one and all of its multiple copies. Why would he do that?
But it still didn't end the game.
No, but why would he do it?
Maybe he did that to take over as the new sponsor, the successor. I'm just saying.
Get
I
ready
refuse.
for your 84th
I said you
day
wouldn't
of
like it.
active service here at Last Defense Academy.
Thanks, Siri.
Prep-
Also, Karen, might I remind you that they have literally been in the same place at the same time multiple times.
Hey, I don't know the powers of the Crypto-Global whatever makes this run, but all right, let's get this meeting started. Needless to say, we're here to discuss how to bring down the sponsor once and for all.
We've seen Yugamu's Crypto-Globe and he doesn't do that.
I shot Yugamu a glance and he took over. To beat the sponsor, we first have to deal with the three deadly weapons they wield. First of all, their suit. As you all know by now, it has the ability to negate human-anima-based attacks. None of our superhuman attacks will even scratch it.
Technology that nullifies the power of divine blood? The inventor must be a real wizard. But it's crazy weak against physical attacks. Anyone can destroy it with a regular weapon.
Yeah, we broke through it before with a simple crossbow. It's not all that tough. We shot holes in the first sponsor's suit some 50 nights ago. But damaging it wasn't the real problem. The sponsor has two other weapons at their disposal. The bees are especially lethal. If we so much as touch the sponsor, they'll swarm around and attack us.
Just like when they killed the others by sucking their blood dry.
Mr. Yakushiji was killed by those accursed bugs too!
Why are those bees still here in the school after the change of sponsors?
Likely because they aren't servants to a specific sponsor. They serve the invader hunt itself.
So long as the game continues, we'll have to live in fear of those bees.
It's not like the bees are invincible though. Remember, we also have one of the sponsor's suits. The bees can't touch anyone who's wearing it. But here comes our biggest problem. The sponsor's third weapon.
Yeah,
A
that.
deadly new weapon that they've somehow gotten their hands on, the detonator for the bombs inside us.
Yeah, where did they find it?
Yeah?
Being held back by bombs in our bodies is such a killing game cliche at this point. It's starting to feel like deja vu.
There were 7 buttons on that controller. Each button has an image of one of us on it.
Deja vu, you say.
They probably did that so they wouldn't accidentally press the wrong button in the heat of the moment.
I'm gonna blow you up. Oops, that was the wrong
Ensures
person.
the right person gets taken out before they attack the sponsor. This third weapon's maybe the worst of all. With that around, we can't even get close.
Hey, I know. What if I attacked the sponsor while wearing the suit? Nozomi, what is this nonsense? Are you still trying to die? No, this isn't a suicide mission. In fact, I think the odds are in my favor.
Ever in your favor.
Think about it. There's no one better than me to do the job because I don't have a bomb in my body. Oh, right. You're not an official member, so...
Nozomi came to the Academy of her own free will. She basically snuck in without even the people in charge noticing. Unlike us, she hasn't had the bomb implanted in her while she was unconscious.
Yeah, she's not on that remote.
Even so, it was a good idea to put Nozomi... Was it a good idea to put Nozomi in such great danger? If we did beat the sponsor by risking her life...
Oh.
I'd say building a strategy around Nozomi is feasible.
Yeah, because she can't be blown up.
Yeah, it negates one of the sponsor's weapons. That's big.
So I can do it?
But even if we risked your life to beat the sponsor, would that really end the game? Beat the sponsor, beat the game. Oh no, the sponsor's actually still alive.
Yeah.
That's been the flow of events so far.
Right, another successor might show up. You've got an army of zombies after all.
Excuse me, what?
Creating successors out of dead bodies is too freaky, even for me.
When did this happen, everybody? What do you mean?
What?
Oh, man.
But didn't the sponsor mention they only had one body right now? No, there's only one of me. I'm not talented enough to control more than one body. Yeah.
Obviously, that was a lie. Why would they show their hands so easily? We should assume the sponsor still has multiple bodies. It's pointless to kill just the one we can see. How about if we find and kill the person controlling them? There being one person in control was just a theory. Even if I was right, there would be this person.
Where would
this person be? How could we find them?
This sponsor's like a roach that can't be squished. The worst.
Tsubasa suddenly raised her voice in frustration.
They should just drop dead already. Why won't this game end? Don't be sad, Mr. Tsubasa. It's basically a stylistic form for killing games to drag on and on. Stylistic form?
Don't ask.
Ever notice how killing games in movies or comics never seem to end once they get started? The players exploit a loophole and think they've won, only to find themselves at the start of another game. They beat the mastermind and think it's finally over, only for the true mastermind to show up. Sounds like you're describing the invader hunt. Yeah, because so far as killing games go, this hunt's about as cliche as they come. I mean, have you seen the rules?
There's no clear rule explaining how the players can win this game. I bet the sponsor's hoping it'll drag on forever. Oh, just knock me out now.
I prefer killing games that start and end with a bang. Oh, my recent wrecks include...
And then we proceeded to go on tangent about killing game reviews and theories, but
The Zero Escape series.
I already tuned out by then. There was something she said earlier that I couldn't get out of my mind. There's no clear rule explaining how the players can win this game. She was right. There was nothing in the rules about us winning.
No.
For some odd reason, that statement stuck in my mind even though I couldn't figure out for the life of me why it seemed so important.
Takumi, are you okay?
Hold on a second here. Yeah, I'm fine. Just thinking about something. I ignored the odd sensation and focused on continuing the discussion. Fuck it, never mind then. Let's put our heads together and come up with a way to beat the sponsor and prevent another one of us from from showing up. One of us is responsible, I bet. Talked over different ideas until nighttime, but still couldn't come up with anything viable.
Ding dong bing bong.
Yes, how do we win?
Hetty, you never will then.
Yeah, well then. Alright. Our break time ends tomorrow. Fourth round would start in 2 days. Didn't want to play this game anymore. I've been hoping we could take out the sponsor before it started, but getting flustered now solves nothing. I should just go to bed. I slipped into bed and laid down with every intention of sleeping. But it was not to be. I was still actively thinking about Darmy's words from the afternoon, and sleep had all but fled from me.
There's no clear rule explaining how the players can win this game. I bet the sponsor's hoping it'll drag on forever. Oh, just knock me out now.
Love it. I didn't know why I was so hung up on that one point. I still couldn't find an answer no matter how hard I thought about it. Eventually, I finally started drifting off. Because I fell asleep with the lights on, my sleep was shallow that night. But I did dream. In those dreams, I relived the events that had occurred ever since the sponsor showed up.
Wait,
we'll
this was the lower one.
Well, I'm just going to focus on the words because it may be about trying to solve this whole thing. So don't worry, I will not lay a finger on any of you. The game will immediately cease if the sponsor harms a participant without just cause. The game will immediately cease if the sponsor harms a participant without just cause. Forceful ending of the game was the only thing that could be construed as player victory. Maybe that was why I got so hung up on what Darm said? Because a player victory condition actually did exist. Next scene.
Ooh, what if we're somehow able to switch 2 of the pictures on the remote?
Yeah.
You know?
Doing something to make them react and do something out of line.
And blowing up the wrong person.
Yeah.
And then we would have to rush and get them revived.
Scene,
But
the next scene to flash across my mind was Yagama being blown up by the second sponsor.
That was not fun.
The Invader hunt didn't end then, even though they'd murdered a player. That was because Yagama attacked the sponsor first, so punishing him for that was considered just cause. The current sponsor carried that terrible remote control capable of blowing us up everywhere they want. The scene changed and I saw the bodies of our friends that Yagama had secured. The bombs on top of the coffins. Yagama had surgically removed them post-mortem. He was blown up by one himself. He must have abhorred their very existence. This terrifying weapon was tucked away in the bodies of all my friends.
It's an unspoken rule that an older brother takes the place of his sister when she faces certain death.
Ima, we need you! Next, the mayor of Ima and Kako asking to join our team surfaced in my mind. Ima declared that he would die on behalf of Kako. His determination touched me. Just then, I sat up in bed suddenly wide awake. I found it! I found it! I had an epiphany while siphoning through those memories in my dreams. I found a way to end this game. I ran out of my room and went up to wake Yagama and Darm. Get the fuck over here, guys. You're gonna love this. What is it, Takumi? It's the dead of night, you know.
Yeah, what do you want? I was just about to go visit Mrs. Tsubasa in her room.
Because you don't sleep. Listen, guys, number one, that's creepy, but I finally found it. I found a way to end the invader hunt. You mean you found a way to definitely kill the sponsor? No. We're not going to kill the sponsor. We're going to end the game.
What now? Is there any difference?
As different as chalk and cheese.
What?
Conflating the two was our first mistake.
Saying?
Maybe. I feel like I may have heard that before, but I shared my new strategy with my friends. Their reaction. That does sound like it could be worth a try.
It's Yukamu's handiwork that'll make or break the whole thing. You sure it's gonna work?
Oh, they're gonna have him surgically remove the bombs and maybe have them swallow a different one? Oh man.
What?
Because because we just said whatever the plan was that we haven't said it out loud yet in game. And then saying it's Yagama's handiwork that'll make or break the whole plan. And we know he can remove the bombs because he did it to the corpses.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's already taken 6 of those. Taken out 6 of those things. So he can probably do it blindfolded by now, right?
He knows where they are.
I've never done it on a living patient before. Okay, don't come crying to me if I end up killing you instead. Oh, he's gonna take mine out. Okay, it doesn't matter. Keep going with the revive-o-matic until you get it right.
He wanted this from the moment he met us in the first timeline.
Yeah, you're making this sound like some peaceful picnic. Well, I'll give it a try. It's the job of a leader's aide to pander to his every whim and fancy after all. We don't have much time, so let's start right away. I need you two to come with me to the biolab. Quietly and stealthily made our way to the biolab, taking care not to be discovered by the sponsor. Oh my god, why is it this soundtrack?
It's just what he's always wanted.
It's because take off your clothes and lie down on that table over there.
This is what he's always wanted.
Are we gonna get a CG? Darmy and I complied with Yagama's instructions. Wait, it's Darmy and I doing this.
Both of you.
Okay, Darmy and I complied with Yagama's instructions, stripping down with our backs to each other.
I have to let 2 boys see me naked? Gross, I might as well go the whole 9 yards and start making the O face now.
Come on, this is an emergency. It's not like we've got any ulterior motives.
So says the pervert trying to sneak glances at my boobs.
I'm gonna tell Mr. Tsubasa about this.
I wasn't looking. I didn't see anything. You ready? Then let's do this. So, but first some anesthetic.
Oh, right. He's like, wait, let me knock you out first.
He poked a syringe into my neck as I lay on the table. There was a sharp prickling pain for a moment, and then my vision turned blurry.
Bonk.
I began to feel lightheaded, and I woke up to the rheumatic. Fuck, cut an artery. Sorry, my bad.
Let's retry.
Oh, going through a few days here.
You did it.
Whoa.
Oh, well, there's the CG afterwards.
Great. Now I'm damaged good.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh man.
On the bright side, this scar makes it look like I was in an epic sword fight or something.
I mean, yeah.
A scar on the back would have been a swordsman's shame.
Removing that thing from a living body was certainly different. I was out of my element.
Tsubasa, whenever you have some time, I can explain.
Anyway, better put your clothes on. The opening ceremony for the 4th round is about to begin.
We quickly got dressed, hiding the large scars on our chest under our clothes.
They look metal, though.
They do. And then... Now, don't do anything rash, because you'll cut open the scars.
Yeah.
Good morning, Vietnam! Okay.
Oh.
The 4th round of the Invader Hunt will begin. Nah, fuck, now begin.
What the fuck?
Gather at the Leisure Lounge so I can explain the rules. This is it. It's do or die time, and watch him have changed the rules at the last second to see
God.
how this game is actually won.
Yugamu and I'll go on ahead and tell you guys about the plan. Come join us when you're ready, Takumi.
Just say you can prepare for the fact of one of us blowing up wrongly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll be right there. Parting ways with Darm and Yugamu, I went back to my room and got changed. Once that was done,
See, if Yugamu was the sponsor, he wouldn't have taken the bombs out.
you're right. We all dashed to the Leisure
You
Lounge.
right.
It was time for our showdown. Finally, although, what's with that getup of yours? The sponsor seemed a little confused by my appearance. It was only natural since I was wearing the same thing they were. Stood before them in the suit that Hiroko had retrieved at the cost of her life.
Takumi, why are you dressed up like that?
What's going on, Takumi? Yeah, play dumb. Everyone else looked equally confused. That was the act they were supposed to be putting on.
I smell a big fat
rat.
Is this your version of a taunt? Coming here in that suit can only mean one thing, am I right?
That depends on your response, answered the sponsor in a calm and quiet voice. One question for you, sponsor. You've been hounding and pestering me ever since you showed up. Why?
I thought I told you before. It's because you're the most entertaining one here.
You're such a little goody-goody, which also makes you capable of the cruelest decisions.
A pair of goody two-shoes would happily step into the most disgusting puddle of filth to protect someone if they could. I just knew you would provide top-class entertainment if I pushed you into a corner, and that's exactly what you did. Are your hands still stained with the blood of those people you murdered in cold blood, serial killer Takumi? Yeah, that.
You know what? At least Darmi's gonna get her glorious death that she's always dreamed of. Because we're the ones that's gonna be the aggressor, essentially. Darmi's gonna be the accidental explosion.
Yeah.
So she's gonna be so happy. She's fucking vibrating over there right now. Sponsor's jarring laughter echoed through the room. Okay, now's the perfect time to act angry. I'm glad you were so entertained. And I hope you're ready for more. Let's see how funny you find this. Oh, wait, Mr. Samino, what are you thinking? That's against the rules. Am I doing well, sister? Am I doing well?
Down, Takumi, down! You can't be serious about this. Don't do it, Takumi.
Everyone tried to stop me. Of course, this is all part of the act, too. You need to make it seem like I was acting on my own, totally independent from the others.
Yep.
That was the scene we were trying to present to the bees hovering above. Let go. I've made up my mind. I have to do this. I shook off their pleas of the others. The sponsor has to pay for what they did. For making me kill other humans. Ah! I charged at the sponsor full speed, a knife in my hand. Oh, they get naked. The bees swooped towards me with a familiar cacophony of beating wings. Obviously, they meant to suck the blood of the rule breaker dry. But their stingers couldn't penetrate the suit I was wearing.
Nice scream.
I raised the knife. The suit could repel any cryptoglobin-based attacks, but was weak against physical attacks. Even a knife should be able to break through it. You really didn't think this through, Takumi. Have you forgotten about my other weapon? Oh, I said about it. The sponsor took out the remote control. Sheesh, I was hoping you could entertain me for a while more before you broke. Alas, all good things must come to an end. So long, Takumi. Let's play again in our next lives. Click. Sponsor pressed the detonation button for the bomb in my body.
Oh.
Kaboom! But I wasn't the one who got blown up.
Takumi!
Yep.
Instead, it was Darmy. Darmy and I will exchange the bombs in our bodies. When I violate the rules, the sponsor will press the button for my bomb. But when they do that, the one who will actually explodes will be Darmy, who hasn't broken any rules at all.
Yeah.
Right. That'll fulfill the victory condition of this game. The game will immediately cease if the sponsor harms a participant without just cause. That's how we'll win. When the sponsor really honored that rule, though, they could just change it on the spot. Between the two of them, the sponsors have tampered with the rules of the hunt plenty already. That's true. The rules seem more like a guidelines than anything else, but I have a feeling this one is set in stone. When I was laid upon, when I was laid up in bed before, and laid upon, but the sponsor came to my room. I wish I could torture you myself, but alas, that would be against the rules. They sounded genuinely sad when they said that, which is fucked up, but so this is a rule not even the sponsor with all their authority can change. I think so. The moment they blow up Darmy instead of me, something will happen. I didn't know how, but the sponsor would be heavily punished. That would give us the opportunity we needed to beat them.
Hold up, you're talking like it's a given I'll get blown up in your place. Why's it gotta be me? Doesn't matter who does it, right? Couldn't you use Ima or one of those other guys?
Hey!
No. You have to be the one. It absolutely has to be you. I've decided. It's not just personal revenge because of the whole Tsubasa incident between you guys. It's not that at all, but...
And why is that?
Because you cucked me. Because you got to kiss Tsubasa before me.
Oh my
I
God.
hate that I actually called that as a way.
So it's just a personal grudge? You're the normie who needs to blow up and die.
Why do you care? We'll bring you back with the Revive-O-Matic right away.
Of course I care. This mouth that kissed Lady Tsubasa's delicate lips will be destroyed.
Good, you home wrecker. Those lips are mine.
Oh my God.
Oh, you're killing me, Takumi, but in a good way. That sort of high-handedness I expected from a successful leader.
Oh my God.
Oh, man. Once I ascertained the bomb had gone off, I took off the suit and stormed towards the sponsor. That was against the rules. You broke the rules, sponsor. Blowing up Darmy when she didn't do anything at all? That's a grave violation.
You killed Miss Amamiya. Yeah, give her back to us.
What the? You're back already? For a while, the sponsor said nothing as we surrounded and hurled accusations at them.
You really had me fooled.
Eventually, they let out a subdued sigh.
Darn it, I totally miscalculated.
You switched the bombs in your bodies, huh? When I pressed the detonator, I ended up hurting Darmy without just cause. You're right, I've broken the rules of the game. Therefore,
I officially surrender.
hey!
That's it?
No mortified denials, sloppy excuses, death pleas, nothing at all? I thought you'd bring out at least one last desperate gambit.
What am I supposed to do?
Have you seen the state of my unbeatable weapons? I followed the sponsor's glance to the ceiling.
Oh.
Oh, they're shutting down. Shutting down.
The bees are falling.
Are they dead?
Those bees are like embodiments of the game itself. Since the game's over now, of course they're going to die too.
Yeah, no, they're living things, remember?
Oh, that sound. Oh, didn't need that.
They were dissected.
One after another, the bees
Just say,
dropped
those
to
were
the
really,
ground.
yeah, those were.
I didn't like that. Finally, the last one fell, and they were all dead.
See,
I have nothing to fight with you.
now. Evan,
And now-
come on.
Feel free to do whatever you want to me. You're definitely not getting off easily, but before that, show us your true
Yes.
face and tell us who you really are.
They must be a zombie, right?
I've worked so hard for this. Or a monster that looks even more hideous. I'm going to take your suit off now. Resist and you die, understand? What's the point of resisting now? Go ahead. You Takemaru quickly and skillfully started removing the suit from the sponsor's body. Soon we would see the face of the person who'd been tormenting us for days on end. Open sesame.
Is it just gonna be a mummy?
God, I'm terrified. I don't know what to expect, but I feel like I'm gonna get fucking jebaited. But Takemaru tore the suit and helmet off from the sponsor in one breath. We're gonna get played for fools. It's gonna be fucking Nego or something. There's gonna be a non-answer, you know what I mean? We've had so little luck so far, I'm not expecting a W, or quite frankly, okay? What?
Uh-oh.
Everyone was dumbfounded by the face that had been hiding beneath the suit.
Is it Atto?
Atto. I couldn't believe it.
Oh?
It was him all this time.
If
it's Undying Flames boy, I'm about to positively crash out.
If it's, can you imagine if it's Gaku? Gaku.
That would be fucking hysterical. That'd be great. But how is it possible? You're
Whoa,
fucking
yeah.
welcome. All right. Atto, you're still alive?
Hello, Takumi. Guess my secret's out.
Oh, I don't want. Oh, nope. That ain't Atto.
Oh, that was weird.
No.
I was really hoping I could play the sponsor for a little while more.
That was. No way, Atto?
No, there's something wrong here.
Uh-huh.
Don't tell me you're a zombie.
Did his dead body revive somehow?
No, his body is still secured in my room. He couldn't have come back from the dead.
Then, is this someone else disguised as Atto?
I couldn't believe Atto Atsuki was standing before us again. There was no mistaking his malicious presence.
Oh, wait, is this that commander?
That's what I was thinking.
Because the way that it talked sounded awfully familiar.
Yeah, I had the same thought.
Uh-huh.
You're really the real Atto? It's been a while since we spoke face to face. I haven't had to do this in fucking forever. It's been a while since we spoke face to face like this, hasn't it, Takumi? I am indeed Atto Atsuki, in the flesh.
I don't believe you.
Not the Atto Atsuki you know, though. I've come from another, slightly different world. Huh? My thoughts were thrown into confusion. How could Atto still be alive? How could he become the sponsor? And as the second sponsor, how is he connected to the first? You look completely flabbergasted. Wouldn't you like to know who I really am? Yes?
That goes without saying. Spit it out. Oh, you skipped.
Oh, I didn't know there was anything more right there. My bad.
Spit it out already. What the fuck, Kevin?
My bad.
You have no right to remain silent. What kind of alternate universe did you come from?
I also wonder if whatever's happening has to do with... There's still been no answer because we didn't have memories of when we got fucking... When we saw multiple of them, we got a fucking syringe into our neck.
Yeah. Why did you make Takumi do that to those people in the mansion?
He surrounded Atto and bombarded him with questions. Calm down, everyone. Don't worry, I'll tell you everything you want to know.
Anything you want to know.
I was surprised. He actually promised to answer our questions without leaving us hanging, except... I just have one condition.
What is it?
We'll only answer questions from Takumi. And we have to be alone.
Oh, I don't trust that.
No answers if anyone else is there. What? Why do I have to be stuck somewhere alone with you? Is that a no? Do you really want to turn this offer down? It's the biggest chance you have to get information out of me, team leader. You've got a lot of nerve. You could always squeeze information out of you through my various torture techniques.
Do it.
Oh. You're not much of a professional assassin if you can't tell torture won't work on someone like me, Yugami.
Damn.
I've already made up my mind. I'm only talking I'm alone with Takumi. You're still trying to toy with me at this stage?
Why are you so obsessed with Takumi anyway?
Why wouldn't I be mean to him? After all, you're the version of you that killed me, aren't you? I did kill Atto. Or so I thought. How could he be standing before me again now? So this is all about revenge? You became the sponsor of the killing game to... Not really, but I just couldn't get over it, you know? You offed the other me like you were stamping out a pest to be exterminated, looking oh so righteous while you were at it. I wanted to make sure you came to terms with your true vile nature. Then you'd never feel inclined to act self-righteous again. How does it feel to be an even worse serial killer than me, Takumi? Just for that? You made me kill those people just for that? Now that's an expression better suited to a disgusting creature like you. Are you in utter anguish yet? I took over the killing game from the previous sponsor so I could see you looking tortured by guilt and desperation. The game may be over, but my fun has only just begun. Because now it's your responsibility to interrogate me. I wanted to kill Atto again, right there and then, to avenge my friends who died in the game. But I knew I couldn't. We needed the information he had.
Yeah. It's starting to smell more and more like the multiverse theory is true. This Atto came from another timeline, right?
Huh? Does that mean he knows how to travel between timelines?
Can we see Takemaru alive again if we go to another timeline? Oh!
This Atto really did come from a different timeline. The information he held was priceless. We could solve our most immediate problems by learning how to travel between timelines from him. We wouldn't have to fight Dahl'xia or struggle to get the escape pod started up. Nobody else needed to die. But to get that information... Shall we all chat, Takumi? You have to tell me what I want to know first. Like the sensation you felt when you killed those people. The feeling of bathing in the warm blood of your victims. That squelching sound was so nice and satisfying, wasn't it?
My god.
In that moment, the faces of those people suddenly surfaced in my mind, clear as day. Faces of the people I had killed.
Of course they were wearing white, too.
Yeah. My breathing quickened and I broke out in cold sweat. Atto really did have the potential to be the best assassin in the world. His ability to drive people into dead ends and make them wish they were dead with words alone was unparalleled. It's not so bad to be caught if you can... it's not so bad to be caught if I can get to see you looking like that. But I'm nowhere near done yet. Don't think you can get away from that ugly soul of yours for even a moment. I'll be sure to remind you of your sin from now on. Every single day.
Oh boy, crazy laugh.
I could feel the strength leaving my body as Atto laughed at the top of his voice. I have an interesting idea. And I don't know how it all may necessarily play out and all, but what if the reason this Atto is here is because through some method, when we had the syringe that went through, that they extracted Atto's hemoanima from us. And he's gonna torture us by the fact that we didn't have to embrace him. That was always a part of us, and he didn't have anything to do with it.
Huh.
Because that would be Takumi's worst nightmare right now. Because he's been trying to blame, he was like, I had to embrace Atto to do that whole situation. But he was like, I was never there anymore. That was taken from you long ago.
You mean, like, after Yugamu noticed and taught him how to use that? Did the syringe come before?
That was all before. This is all an assumption that this is what was happening. But I'm wondering if he's gonna, play us as fools by saying, I had no part in that. That was just you being a natural-born killer. That's my thought for the day, but to think I'd thought I'd finally be able to relax after defeating the sponsor and ending the game. I was wrong. My real suffering was only just beginning. After killing Atto, he came back with a firm hand on my ankle, ready to drag me down into hell with him. My killing game wasn't over yet. Oh!
Hell yeah, girl!
I guess that works. Let's go. Queen?
I mean, if I was her, I would do the same thing.
Fucking slay, literally. It happened so quickly I barely knew what was going on. Tsubasa picked up the knife I had dropped, lunged forward, and slit Atto's throat with it.
That's more than slit his throat.
Yeah, that shit's fucking...
She tore it up.
Don't you dare bully Takumi. My sweet Takumi. Tsubasa. Anyone who dares to hurt him is going to have to answer to me.
Oh, she's yonder right now.
Let's go, Queen. All of you are such ugly monsters.
There he goes.
Atto coughed up blood and collapsed to the ground, and within a few seconds, he'd stopped breathing.
She's angry.
I mean, thanks, honey, but I kind of needed like 5 minutes to get something out of him. Aside from his blood, but Tsubasa ran over and held her in a tight embrace.
I'm sorry, you were supposed to ask him for more information. But I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't bear to see you in so much pain.
No need to apologize, Tsubasa.
Oh.
If you hadn't jumped in, I'd have done the same thing. 3 cheers for Miss Kawana! The sponsor got what was coming to him and it feels so good!
Vengeance for Takemaru! Someone like that doesn't deserve to live. I approve of anything Mistress Tsubasa does! Besides, this is the perfect end to a killing game.
The perfect end?
Killing games just love to drag out the story for as long as possible, and then suddenly drop the ending on you with zero fanfare? You know, without answering any of the subplots it was alluding to the whole time. It's not a real killing game these days if it doesn't end super abruptly. That's why this is the perfect end to our killing game. I'm here all day for it.
Classic.
Yep.
So the invader hunt ended abruptly, in perfect killing game style, 60 days after it began. What a nice round number.
Yeah.
As relieved as I was, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't bothered by the many unanswered questions it left behind. There was no time for us to run around trying to solve those mysteries now. The game was over, and that meant we had more important matters to deal with. With our eyes keenly focused on the prize, the true happy ending, we quickly moved toward our next objective.
Not gonna lie, I would have loved it if Tsubasa and Yugamu ended up killing him at the same time.
That would have been fire.
That would have been awesome!
I think that saved there. Here, let me go over this real quick, do a time comparison. Okay, we did get a save there, so we can take a little pause right here. All right, game didn't change, but you know what? The killing game's over. Woo! But now we do need to get, we need to get the fuel to power up the pod, and we know only one way we can do that. But now there's not going to be any third party trying to fuck anything up. And you know what? We're going to fuck up whatever homeboy, whatever dipshit McGee's name was.
Dipshit McGee?
Time.
Oh, Dahl'xia, I think.
That's the one.
We could be mispronouncing it because the commander names are crazy.
Yeah, they are.
But
and we only get a couple times they're said and have to remember
we'll just call him Dolly.
So, there we go.
Hello,
there we go.
Dolly.
Hey, Dolly. We're gonna fucking turn you into a plaything. You watch, little bitch.
Oh my God! Don't taunt him.